Hello, electrical fandom. Today I'm going to be showing you how to insert two 14-2 wires into a single game box. Into a single game box, splice it, and put a plug onto it. And I'll get into all the tools necessary in the video right now. Okay, these are all the tools you're going to need. You're going to need your screw gun. You're going to need your 14-2 wire. You're going to need your wire strippers. You're going to need your Kleins. You're going to need your plug tester. You're going to need your plug. You're going to need two screws, preferably 6x3 screws. Okay, and you're also going to need 3 Marrettes. But we're going to start with is cutting our 14-2. Usually 14-2 won't look like this. Well, it looks like this, but it'll be way longer. Connecting to multiple other boxes, going to the junction box, but just for the video's sake, we're gonna have these two. Mandate you're supposed to have, I'm pretty sure it's 6 inches extra out of the box. So you make a service loop like this. That's how you do it. Be up here. You would bring this up. It's down. It'd be like this. And this would obviously continue. You have your service loop here, so enter the box. What we do here is we have our service loop made, or I guess we don't have a service loop made. You'd have your service loop made, you measure out how much you need. It's usually 6 inches you want out of the box. It's mandated. So I'm going to cut right here. So I'm going to take my box cutters. And I'll show you a close-up for this. Alright, now that you got your mark, you're going to take your box cutters. You are going to put it just next to the middle, making sure you don't cut the wire. You're going to find the sweet spot. Your blade's going to sink straight through, and you're going to be able to pull your knife all the way through, trying not to cut any of the wires. You will then pull both ends back like so. Make sure there's no cuts, nothing. You're going to grab the wire so. Much easier when it's attached to something, and you're going to cut away from yourself. Cut these off and throw these in the garbage. And I'll do it now that we have both the wires stripped. I'm going to insert it into the box. So to insert it into the box, it'll look like so. You're going to put it at the top. Push down. Once it's in there, I like to get my finger in there. Pull the wire up so it's a nice little straight exit. You're going to push it all the way through. So it looks like so. You don't want too much of the plastic part showing there, the HUD, just a little bit. And now I'm going to insert the second one for you. Reach with my finger, pull it up. I'm going to push the wire down and all over the hood inside the box. To do is organize my box. I like to put my grounds on the left, my neutrals in the middle, my blacks on the right, just because if you look at your plug here, your gold screws are on the right, which is for your hots. Your neutral switches are on the right, which will be for your neutrals, and your ground is on the very far right here for your ground wires. It just makes it a lot easier on your life. Alright, next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your ground and you're going to want to wrap it clockwise around one of these 2 screws here, and that is to bond your box. What I like to do for this, it's kind of hard to see. I put my finger into the box, I push up, and I wrap it around the screw. It's nice in there, just like so. I don't know if you can see that. It's wrapped around. I then take my screw gun. You can maybe see that better. I'm going to screw my ground. Screw my ground in. Alright. Boom. This box is pretty old and not well. Actually, I can't go there. The box is all been grounded. You're going to want to take your strippers. Again, find your 14 mark, which is mine's right here in the middle. And if you ever don't know if you stripped it the right one after you strip your 14-2, you can take your 14-2 that was stripped and see if it fits. And for here, it fits. But if I went to move it to the smaller one, it wouldn't fit. And if I put in the bigger one, it just goes in really simple. I want to make sure it's the perfect size. Now we're going to strip. So look at my mark here. I like to strip around this much. Boom. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now got the wire stripped. We're now going to cut pigtails. Woo. The box to the side. So what pigtails are, it's going to be coming off of these 6 wires here and plugging into your plug to get power. So you're going to take your knife. You usually like to have 12 inches on a pigtail, so I'm going to cut it right around here. It's roughly 12 inches. I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to strip from the top all the way to the bottom. Just like that. Pull. Cut it off. Boom. All the way down. And that should just come right off like so. And now you have your pigtails. Next thing you're going to want to do with your pigtails is, again, you're going to want to strip them. So take your strippers here, measure out your length. Boom. Strip. Measure out your length. Boom. Strip. Alright. Now that you have everything stripped, everything's good, you're going to want to take your pigtails, you're going to want to take your box, and you're going to want to take your clines. This is probably the trickiest part for most people. You're going to want to take these 2 wires and bind them with this wire here. Alright. Next, what you're gonna do is, I didn't make sure, but you're gonna want to make sure that your wire is a handful out of the box, which mine are, which is roughly 6 inches. And if not, you're just gonna snip it and then strip to where it's 6 inches, just so you can fit more stuff into the box. Now I'm going to add my pigtails. So I got my wire down here. All 3 tips are connected here. I'm going to be taking my clines. Twisting right tight. Do it this way so you can see how it works. Separate the pieces together, just like that. Twist, twist, twist. Transfers and just finish up like this. Now that I have that on, we're going to grab our Murat. Oh, actually, no, we're not. We're going to snip the end of this so the Murat bites. Snap. That goes on. And you're going to repeat for the other 3. You're going to want a nice bend up here, and now you have your pigtail. And it will go into your plug. So I'm going to do the next 3 for you. You have your binds all made. You're going to want to push everything back, and that's what I like to do. I'm going to take my grounds, push into the far back corner, push up, and bend towards the top to have a nice bend in the back, like so. Nice and neat. I'm going to do the same with the black and whites. I like to do these 2 at the same time. Push them in, top. Next thing we're going to do here is we're going to strip. Well, we're not going to strip actually. Measure out our length. One hand out of the box, which is roughly 6 inches, and we're going to snip these wires. Just like so. Now we're going to strip these wires. Again, get your length. It'll come naturally. So I think this is around like maybe ½ an inch, maybe a little less. So I like to go for. Get your wires set up. Once they're stripped, we're now going to make our bend. So I like to take these 2 holes, put it into the ground, and twist towards myself, and make a loop. And this is so it can hook on right here. Okay, now I'm going to ground this. So I'm going to put my loop on here. I'm going to grab a screw gun. Hold on, this is just, it's annoying because this box isn't mounted on anything and I can't use a mounted box right now because I'm at home and I can't really do these videos at work. So screw this on, ground it. Oh yeah, that's grounded. I'm going to stick the white to the silver screw hole. The silver is for the white and the gold is for the hot. Boom, just like so. I'm going to fold these back nice and easy. I'm going to push my wires in like so. I'm going to grab my 6x32 screws and I'm going to put into these screw holes right here and just screw this in. This one. Find the hole. Boom. And that's how you do it. That is how you do it. Alright. Thanks for watching. That is how you do single game box playing with 2 14-2 wires. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helps you, and leave in the comments below if you need any help, and I'll see you in the next one.